Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I officially got scammed on my Niyo DCB debit card and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, what was the entire problem that I faced. I finally got my money back and I waited to get my money back to make this video with the complete details. And most importantly in this video guys, I'll tell you a few important things that you have to be really careful about, even though you might know these things but you might forget actually implementing it. So watch this video till the end, so it will help you really if you have this Niyo DCB card, and especially when you're back from a foreign country, this is going to help you a lot. Now I am not going to give any introductions, not asking for subscribers, nothing guys. Let me directly dive into the topic. On 10th of September, I was just doing my office work and I got this SMS, like as you can see on my screen, spent at Klook Travi, it's not travel, it's Travi, 8,364. It's a DCC transaction and the complete transaction is spent at Klook Travi, 8,364, POS, transfer successful, transaction details and RRR number. Now, first thing I did was I checked whether this card was misplaced or I lost this debit card. It was not lost. It was there in my drawer, in my wallet, where I usually keep my cards. Now, that was done. Now, I asked my wife if she used my Niyo DCB debit card to make any transaction on Klook. There was no transaction made. I checked my account to see if it was hacked, the Klook account, whether it was hacked and someone else made this transaction. It was not hacked. Everything was proper. So then I was struggling a bit to understand what exactly happened, and why this transaction was made. I finally understood this is a false transaction on my debit card. Someone has made this transaction. I don't know how, what, etc. The only thing that came to my mind was, let's call customer care. So I called Niyo DCB customer care. The customer care was very good. They were very responsive. They understood the entire scenario and they only asked me one question: is your card with you? I said the card is right in front of me. The card is not gone anywhere. So they took a complaint. Now I'll show you the complaint number as well guys. So this is the complaint number. Please note the reference for your interaction is CS184. I've blocked the rest of the number. Further update will be provided by 8th Jan of 2026. Now I was a bit skeptical because 8th Jan 2026 is a very long time from now, and my transaction, maybe 8,000 is a very less amount for a few people. Even 1 rupee, if it goes without my knowledge, it's a huge amount for me. So 8,364 is almost $100, which is a very huge amount, to be honest. So I immediately called up. They said we are working on it, we'll surely help you with this. This was 10th of September on Wednesday. Now again I followed up with them on 12th of September and I asked them what is the update. They said they are working on it, the back-end team is checking on it, and that is understandable guys, because disputes usually take time. Now when I raised a dispute with HDFC Bank maybe 3 or 4 years back, there was a similar thing happened, but that was for almost 22,000 rupees. So it took a bit of time to get that money back. They raised a dispute and they had to follow up with a lot of people, and then finally I got my refund with HDFC Bank. Now the same thing, when I followed up on 12th, they said they are working on it, and I got a call on 15th of September saying that, you know, my request is in progress. I did not call, they only followed up. They called, is everything okay, and we are definitely working on your request. We will assist you as soon as possible. And they said the lead time to close this is 8th of January 2026. I said 8th of Jan 2026 is a huge time. They said that is the maximum time they'll take to resolve this issue, and they just kept the phone. It was a normal phone call. And finally guys, you saw this transaction that happened on Friday, that is 19th of September at 21:53 is 9:53 PM. DCB Bank alert and account number so and so is created, 8364, available balance. It is showing. I am okay to show my available balance, and this was on 19th September 9:48 PM. So basically at that point of time I got a message at 21:53, but it was actually created at 9:48, so there's a 5-minute delay. And finally my case got resolved. Then I got a call from Niyo DCB Bank saying that my case has been resolved. They suspected it's a fraud transaction and my amount was back. Now my amount was back. Kudos to DCB, Niyo DCB for actually working this out and solving the case within 9 days, because even HDFC Bank or other banks usually take 30 to 45 days. With HDFC Bank, I got my money after 45 days. So you can just imagine guys, this was a very quick response from DCB Bank. That is, together I would call it as Niyo DCB. So then what could have gone wrong guys? Now as you can see on my screen, I swiped this card very much in Thailand in August and also in Vietnam. So this card was swiped in Thailand, this card was swiped in Vietnam, and several places. I've used this card almost in 7 to 8 countries in my Europe trip, and in Japan I almost used it for 16 days. Now what can happen is, when you're using this card in foreign countries, they might have the technology while swiping or inserting this card to clone your debit card. And what happens is, one very big disadvantage is, when you use this card in foreign countries, it will not ask for OTP. Like when you, if I lost this card, for example, someone took it, if they swipe this card, OTP is not required when you're making an online transaction, or when you're swiping this in Europe, Japan, Thailand or something. You don't need OTP. When you insert the card and you enter the amount, it is automatically debited and they'll give your card back. So that is one of the biggest drawbacks, not just for Niyo DCB, but for any Forex card that matters. So this was a huge problem. If someone has cloned my credit card, they might have used it, is what I'm guessing, because the card was with me and this was a POS transaction. Now, when I called the bank again, they said POS can be, it can be a online transaction which also says as POS, or it can be a direct card transaction which can also be a POS. Now, where was this actually transacted? In Hong Kong. Not in India, it was in Hong Kong, and I was in Bangalore. I was working, I was doing my office work at that point of time, and I had this card with me. So definitely someone has cloned, someone has hacked into my account, or I don't know exactly what happened, guys. I'll leave it to the experts to actually investigate this issue for further for further reduction of problems for other users. Now, what you can do from your end is, always when you go to the Niyo app, you have your card control. You always disable domestic, disable international transactions, keep your limit set to 0, switch off the daily limits, switch off everything on your card. Use this or enable this only when you're in foreign countries, whenever you need. What I used to do, guys, is, like for example, if I'm swiping 1000 rupees, like 500 baht or something, I used to enable only that amount on my card. Now, what happens is, when I came back from my trips, I did not set the limit to 0. I thought it is completely fine. Who can use my card? Nobody has my card details. And moreover, if you see, this card is very secure. Now, see, this card is very secure and you don't have to really worry about this card. And even if you go to the app, right, you will not get the CVV. CVV, you can only see this on this card. So someone or something might have happened where there is no RFID blockers with me. So during the airport scan or during some scan, they have cloned this debit card. So be very careful. Use RFID protectors whenever you go. Even if you put it to airport scans or you put it to hotel scan or anywhere in the malls, always use RFID protectors with you. That is one important thing. Second important thing is, if you don't have an RFID detector, guys, use some kind of card controls. Block your card, keep it off, and use it only 5 minutes or 1 minute before you actually want to swipe this card. So these things you have to be very careful, because I forgot to switch off the limit and my limit was like 30,000-40,000, even though I had balance of about 10,000 rupees only, but 8,000 rupees got deducted. And kudos to Niyo DCB bank for actually getting this money to me. Now I've got complete confidence. Look, guys, I am a small YouTuber. My channel is very small. It's only 45,000 subscribers. Nobody has given me any money to promote Niyo DCB or to promote anything. This is just on my personal experience with proof, with screenshots. I'm not doing anything here. I've got my money back. I've even shown you the balance on my Niyo DCB card. So I am not promoting anyone, or I am not making any bank, irrespective, giving bad reviews or bad comments on a certain Niyo DCB or anything for that matter. Like I said, nobody has paid lakhs, millions, trillions of dollars to me to promote their card, because I'm a small YouTuber. Nobody would dare to even do that. What is their benefit? So this is based on my honest opinions and my honest reviews. So my experience of recovery was good, but the problem occurred was someone was able to clone or do something with this card, or they've hacked into the system, they've got my details and they have used this debit card, which is, I don't know exactly what happened. I can't blame the bank. I can't blame when I took it to my foreign country. So these things you have to be very careful. It's up to us to be careful. Always keep this card blocked. Whenever you want, only you enable this, guys, because it is very risky. Luckily, it's not a credit card, it's a debit card. So if that person had given $100 or $200 transaction, it wouldn't have gone, I mean, $1,000 or $2,000 transaction, it wouldn't have got through because it's a debit card. I keep only minimal amount in this. Whenever I go to foreign country only, I load this. So currently I've blocked this card, a new card is coming, and unfortunately I have to pay 250 rupees for that. Niyo DCB is not giving me free of cost. So that is one downside which can be improved by the bank going forward. So guys, this was a problem I faced basically, and be careful. And I hope you share this video to others to make them aware of the problem I faced. I'll catch you guys in my next video.